So I'm out here at Goathead Farm Satellite Garage in Denver, and I've really been wanting to put a video together for the Corvair. I'm going to pull all this stuff out of the interior, and I got to figure out what to do with that ignition. The glove box is not able to open. I don't know if it's locked or the button's just stuck. And then come back here and see if I can get the engine to turn over, see if it's spinning freely, and then squirt some oil in the cylinders and do all that, and see if we can get her started. I also need to get all these pine needles out. I'm going to pull this cowl. I guess it's called a cowl even though it's in the back, but I got to pull that off and get all these pine needles out. So I got to get the coil back that I stole for the Buick. I got to get a battery in it. It's got a magneto on it, so I'm not sure why it has a magneto on it, but it does. That looks not good. At least has oil in it. The guy I bought it from led me to believe that it will run, and I don't know why I even say that, because he got it off of a property that they were just gonna haul them to the junkyard if nobody came and got them. So he went and got this one and then sold it to me. I'm not sure he paid anything for it, but I gave him $1,500 for it, which if it runs, I won't feel too bad about. If it doesn't run, I still won't feel too bad about it, because he did a lot of work to get it and hauled it down in the snowstorm and all that. So maybe she'll start, maybe she won't. So what I want to do is just make sure the engine spins. The last incandescent light bulb I own, I think, or one of the few. Okay. So what I want to do is get a wrench on the crank here. What size? Quarters. Using my son's snap-on tools. Look at that. That's exactly what I needed. So you know what? I think it might be in gear. That should be in neutral. I'm not used to manual transmissions, I guess. There we go. Gotta take it out of gear, folks. Okay. So that's good. And then, not sure how to do these spark plugs. I wonder if you have to take this cover off, or get a flathead screwdriver and see if I can pry those little caps out. You know what? I have a knee pad. I'm going to use it. Ooh, that's so much better. It is the bigger one. Huh. My eyes are getting bad, I guess. One. I gotta clean these up or get new ones. They look a little spent. One down. Okay. This looks just as bad. Kind of sanding down the electrode, which probably isn't great. Champion. Huh. Pine needles everywhere. This plug actually looks better. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little piece of something trying to fall into the spark plug hole. I gotta get that out of there somehow. I got that little thing out of there, whatever it was. It's like a little fuzzy thing. A lot of guys can rebuild a whole engine in the time it takes me to change spark plugs. Oh. I hate to say it, but that spark plug does not feel like it wants to tighten in all the way. So I'm going to quit while I'm ahead on that. I don't know what I did before, but it never tightened down, and I don't know, but it's good now. I fixed it. I might have not had it threaded properly, so I pulled it out and started it where it needed to go, and I'm going to go ahead and say 3 down, 3 to go. And that puts us at, oh, it's 10:20. Okay, might be able to do 3 more before I go to Betty Bye. Is she going to start for us? We don't know, do we? These ones look pretty nasty again. About out of transmission fluid. I need new plugs. I'll be surprised if these things fire, so sure would have been worth buying new plugs. I'm going to start buying new plugs for any car I do this on, because if you're in here doing this, why wouldn't you just change the plugs? If you're me, I know I can say why if you're me, but if you're not me, you would definitely change them out. There you go. Work harder, not quicker. I'm not one to complain about the design of things, but just kind of joking around. I think when they do stuff, they get in there and they test it out and they go, you know what, let's make it, I don't want to make it too easy on them. I know they don't do that. You know, sir, I worked on a 110 Corvair, I bet, is feeling my pain right now. If I go in between the fuel lines, I don't know. Come on. How would you do that if you didn't have, I don't know. You always figure it out, don't you? Always figure it out. That plug looks a little better though. You know what I should be doing is spraying them with some cleaner, but I didn't have any. Well, I'll do the last 2. Woo, ether. Man, not good. Should have done that to all of them, but just didn't think to. Oh, it's tight already. That's crazy. I don't understand, but. I don't need that screwdriver. I don't know why I was doing that. Of course, there's dog hair on my spark plugs. Only I have dog hair on my spark plugs. To put this guy back on. That's probably going to be it for tonight. So I got all the spark plugs out, I got transmission fluid into the cylinders, and she spins, and I have a battery. I'm gonna have to try to get the battery out of my Audi. It's dead, and I'm actually not sure where my battery charger is, so I'll have to find that. First I got to get all the snow off the Audi, then I got to pop the hood on the Audi, which I have not done since it got wrecked, so I haven't been wanting to pop the hood, but we'll do that tomorrow. Put the battery in here, charge the battery, and try to figure out the ignition thing, and we'll try to turn it over. So with that, I'm going to head up to bed. It's only like 11 o'clock, but I have to get up early in the morning, get ready for a trip to Oakland. I'm going to be in Oakland all this week, unfortunately. It shouldn't be too bad. I actually think Oakland's not as bad of a town as it gets the credit for, but I'll try to do some hiking again, make the best of it, maybe go to a brewery. I don't know. Maybe I'll just work hard. I was hoping the air cleaner lid was in there. There's a piece of glass. Maybe that will fit in one of my other Corvairs. Clean. I have no idea what that's for. Or that. That's pretty cool though. I can give that to Molly for Valentine's Day. She'll like that. What is that? Suntan lotion, wood block. Oh, cool. Ashtray. That's awesome. Flares, flashlight. I'm not sure what that is. Flares. Oh, wow. Soap or something. Nice pair of Ray-Bans. No problem. There's another one of these little side things. The back is this guy. I'm going to leave that back here for now. Let's take this out. Another one of these. What are these for? And a fire extinguisher that's probably no good anymore. It's funny he's got a brush for the windshield on each side, because in Colorado you actually need that. This little vent. I don't think these, well, I know these aren't the original seats because they're white. They're supposed to be red, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. Spray paint them red. Just kidding. I think the steering wheel is like perfect. The dash pad's not good. It's going to be fun to drive if I can get her going. I gotta find a way to repair these headliners. Ashtrays in the back, so okay. Got bolts on it, so that's pretty good. Well, I think where I'm at is I gotta maybe I gotta figure out how to connect these wires to turn it over, and I don't want to cut into these wires, so I'm going to try to find a way to get into the ends of them, and then I'll connect them up. But at this point, I don't have time to do that today, so as soon as I get back, that'll be the plan. So I felt like I had a bit of a good start. Got a battery in it, get that charged up, and who knows, maybe she'll start up for us. If not, we'll figure out why. Let me know what you think about this old car, if it has potential. I think it does. Hey guys, it's another chilly night out in the garage, and I went to the auto parts store today and got an ignition switch, kind of a generic one. I want to get the right one for this car, but I figured this one will get me through trying to get this started, and then I'll have a spare so I can take it in my toolbox when I go to get other cars. I'll have a ignition switch in case. I know it's probably never going to happen again, but in the event that I get another car that doesn't have a key, then I can use this. So I use my VW to charge the battery up, and it's at like 12.3 volts. I also bought a new battery charger. It should be coming tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, I was kind of stupid and left. I'm honestly not sure why I did this, but I left my battery charger in the trunk of the Buick. I guess because I was so confident that I was going to be going back out to get that car that, hey, I might as well just leave the battery charger there instead of, I don't know. Unless I've completely lost it, I really hope that it's there, but in my extension cord. So it's kind of a weird thing to do. So I got the battery charged up from like 11.5 volts to almost 12.5, and I came over to open the door to the Corvair, and the dome light came on, and now it's not on anymore. But anyways, that was exciting. Well, I'm going to try to touch these guys together. Okay, well, that was short-lived. Okay, let me check the voltage on that battery again. Cheers. This is my new ignition switch. And so what I'm going to do is these two should go to the ignition post. So I'm going to do that, which is in the center. First I'm going to go disconnect the hot from the battery. I think that would be smart. So I disconnected the battery. So I'm going to put this guy in the center. Okay. I got this switch because it has these posts. And then I'm going to do brown to the accessories. Doesn't go in there very good. Neighbors' kids are going nuts. I could squeeze that together, make it go on a little better. And then I'm going to do red to battery and purple to start or solenoid. The battery is down here. And then purple to start, which is purple actually goes in the center. Oh, I see now. Purple goes to start. Okay. And then that guy goes to ignition. And then brown goes to, I should try to squeeze that together, but brown goes to ACC. So I'm going to try to connect the battery back up and see what happens. Actually had a tail light come on. Let's see what happens if we she turned over. So that was pretty cool. So you got a dome light on and got one tail light. I'm not sure why I have a tail light on because I didn't turn the lights on, but I'm not seeing anything or smelling anything burning. Well, so that was pretty cool. That's good. I'm not sure what a Corvair is supposed to sound like when they spin, but this one sounded interesting, I guess. I wouldn't expect it to sound like that, but it sounded like it was turning over okay. Interestingly enough, I smell gas. So that's impossible. So anyways, I also wanted to show you guys, this is the old ignition switch contacts. Looks like they might have burned them up. Never seen that before, but I'm going to order a new ignition switch for this. I should just go ahead and order it, and then if it comes in, I can try to insert that all back into the dash, and I'll have my spare. Maybe I'll take that spare one back. It was like 35 bucks. So no, I would never take back a used part. I was just kidding. Well, that was pretty cool. You know, I guess I could squirt a little ether in there and see if it starts, huh? Why not? Okay, give me a minute. So I went and got a fire extinguisher. It says it's charged. We will do a little, I don't know, that's probably too much, huh? It's funny that tail light comes on. Oh, I guess she's not going to fire because I don't have the distributor cap on. So let me fix that. Oh, I took this off because I was thinking about stealing the points for the Buick. It goes on like this. Oh, darn it. I guess this doesn't matter how it goes on. It's just a cover. But the cap needs the other two adjacent holes. Wow, this cap is pretty fried. See, it goes on this way. Don't know what to do here. Well, let's try it again, I guess. Let's see if we get spark. So I actually got spark. I'm not sure how, because now that I look, coil wire is not hooked up, so I'm not sure how. But I did see spark. So let's hook the magneto back up, and sounds like the starter might be not doing so good. Well, that was good. Yeah, it flooded a little bit, huh? Oh, now we got another light on. That light's on. This light's on. I'm not sure why. The headlights work too. So. I don't want the choke to not be on. One too on the other side, I guess. Okay. Let's try it again. I always do 3 and there's 2 carburetors. So should I do 1.5 per carb? I need to order a new starter. Oh, that's a lot of gas. Definitely doesn't like that gas. It really floods it out. Try again. Sounds like the starter's just loose. Probably shouldn't be continuing to do this without looking at it, but think she's gonna run. Okay, well, I think she's gonna run. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead and not keep grinding on this starter. I feel like it might be loose or there's something else going on with it. So when I get back from my little trip this week, I will try to figure out how to get a starter out of a 65 Corvair and see if I can make that starter work, or worst case, I'll try to go get a new one. I'm gonna try to get the ignition switch wired in better and anything else I can think of. So, but she at least was kind of popping off for us, so that's a good thing. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you really soon. Working on my Corvair on Super Bowl Sunday. Cheers.